just talking about really the first thing that showed up, Al. I didn't text this to you, but
Oh, this is going to be good. I can tell.
I noticed that Philip Rivers is like on the front page right now. They moved to Los Angeles. The Chargers moved from San Diego to Los Angeles like 2 years ago, and he didn't move his family. So that's kind of, I think, your first indication that something's going wrong there. Now, I don't necessarily dislike Philip Rivers. I don't really remember him very well when he played against Clemson in as a member of the Wolfpack. I don't know if you remember much of his playing days. If you remember his playing days, let us know in the comments. But I mean, I've always respected him as a player. I know he's a big trash talker, but he's kind of a country boy trash talker, so I don't mind that. But he's going to be leaving San Diego, and I think it might be a good thing. I mean, he doesn't have much years left, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of too late for him to maybe make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, where's he going to go? I think is the question. I mean, is he going to find another team? Is he going to be the replacement for Cam Newton maybe in Carolina? That would be kind of fun to be able to root against him some more in Carolina. Since I'm an avid anti-Carolina Panthers fan, that's kind of fun for me. But who knows where he's going to land? I don't really know. I actually hadn't heard that until you had just mentioned it. Monday's a very busy day for us, obviously in the Adams household. Just getting home from girls gymnastics, so it's kind of a quick one. I wasn't able to see that, but it's kind of neat. Like you said, he's always been a good player. He hadn't quite got over the hump, nor has he ever gotten his team over that hump. A lot of people have relatively high expectations of them sometimes not the last couple of years, but before that, they were kind of always that dark horse team that could sneak up on you because of good quarterback play and things of that nature. So I've never really had anything against Philip Rivers. I think I remember a few of his, a little bit of his playing time, and when he played against Clemson. But like Morgan said, kind of get in the comments and see if you have any memories of Philip Rivers versus Clemson. I know he was a good college quarterback.
Chat saying that even though he does talk a lot of trash, he does not cuss. So he tries to keep it clean.
Keep it clean. I like it.
Even though he's, shoving it down your throat there. But I looked on sportsillustrated.com and they have his most likely court place or destination is to the Indianapolis Colts because he's good friends with the coach there, Frank Reich, and also the offensive coordinator there. But it's still unknown if that's going to be a place where the team and the ownership will want him. Obviously, the coaches will likely want him there. Another thing, too, is he kind of mentioned in some of his interviews in the past couple of days that he's going to try to coach his son's high school football team. And so his son's going to be in high school in 2023. And at that point, so you're looking 3 years left. Well, really 2 years. 2 years left to play. So not much time this year. Well, I guess this year, so 3 years, right? So 20, 21, 22, and then 2023, if you count the zero, right? So he's got 3 years left to play. And then, so that's not a lot of time. Then they talk about Tennessee could be a possible destination. That's a place where Nashville's kind of an area where he grew up. And it's less than his 2 hours from his hometown, but it all depends on what they're going to do with Ryan Tannehill there. Are they going to franchise tag Ryan Tannehill or not? To me, I mean, Philip Rivers seems like a better quarterback than Tannehill, but like I said, he's kind of on the end of his career. Tannehill never really did much other than this past year, which really most of the time he handed the ball off to Derrick Henry. So, that's a good job to have. Give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And then people are saying if it works out, if it all works out correctly, could be Tampa, and because he's in that, he lives in Florida in the Panhandle, not very close to Tampa, but he lives in that state, so maybe there, or even if Tom Brady leaves New England, that would be interesting. Tom Brady goes to someplace like, say, Dallas, and then Philip Rivers goes to New England. That would be a big change. I wouldn't want to go from sunny San Diego to freezing cold New England.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. That that would not be my preference either. Obviously, you want to stay where it's warm, stay where the weather is good. But heck, somebody's got to do it. They got to get somebody out there. If Tom Brady doesn't stay for whatever reason, you just kind of ran the gamut of half the teams in the NFL. It sounded like that he could go to. And obviously you pay a lot more attention to the NFL than I do for sure. So it's obviously it's good to hear that insight. I'm sure you're spot on as usual, Morgan.
If I pay more attention to the NFL than you do, we got a problem.